Reiffarth Remax Real Estate Center, but you've been following me, so you know who I am. But I have a special guest with me today, Andrew Corndell from Liberty Mutual. And on today's video, I'm going to have Andrew and I are going to talk about the importance of working with a local agent versus an online. And Andrew does such a good job explaining it. Andrew, we've known each other 5 years now?
Yeah, maybe longer.
I don't know. I feel like I've known you longer, but and how I met Andrew was through a networking group, and I started referring business to him, and he turned into my personal agent, and family and friends sent family and friends to you over the years. So why don't you start off just telling us a quick little 60-second bio?
Thanks, Deb. I started with Liberty Mutual about 10 years ago as an intern. We're based out of the Southeastern office right down the street. We are a local agent. In addition to Liberty Mutual, we do have access to multiple carriers. So sometimes Liberty might not be the best fit. So we do have access to about 11 different carriers who can shop out your coverages and your rates. The advantage of using a local agent is the same thing why someone wouldn't buy a house from a realtor from Michigan.
Right.
We know the area, we know the market, we know the perils that we should protect against, and we usually drive by that house and we can take a look at it and make sure you are adequately protected.
Right. So so what are some of the perils or pitfalls that you are looking out for the consumer as the local agent?
So as a local agent, so sometimes when you deal with someone who might be from Florida, they might not know what an ice dam is. It's very frequent that we have ice dams up here in New England. So you want to make sure you have the right policy in place to actually cover an ice dam. An ice dam, basically what it is, it's on the, when the snow is on the outside,
right.
it freezes in. And then all that water can actually leak into the house.
Right.
So we look out for, we want to make sure the roof isn't curling shingles. So we take a look at different factors that go in there.
And I know I've heard you talk about it, in the networking group, and my clients have come back to me and go, he mentioned the wind-hail deductible, right? That's something that maybe not a big deal here, but in other areas of the country, or maybe it's a big deal here, but...
Yeah, so with the wind-hail deductible, basically, it's a separate deductible on your home insurance policy that's meant for wind or hail specifically. Some companies, not to mention any names, but they might be based off of a different state where it might be required them to carry a high wind-hail deductible. Just the other day, I had a client who was in Brockton, next town over. They had a 5% wind-hail deductible. It's not 5% of the claim, it's actually 5% of the dwelling. So they had a $15,000 deductible.
Ouch.
So if a tree were to blow down their house, they'd be responsible for the first $15,000.
Right. So that's what having, and again, this is why I brought you in, because you're so good at explaining this, and I know you take really good care of my clients and me and my family. So if somebody wanted to get hold of you and talk to more, and maybe have you just look at their policy to see if they're covered correctly, because I can share, my favorite story sharing with you is I was overinsured when we moved over to you. And you just said, hey Deb, you were overinsured, and
Yeah, so prior to 2008, they should say to you, hey Deb, how much did you pay for your house? You would say X amount, and that's how much they would insure the house for. However, that purchase price, it does take in consideration the land and the foundation, both of which should not be impacted by the total loss.
Right.
So you want to make sure you do have full replacement cost coverage on your house. You also have what's called inflation protection. So inflation protection actually adds additional 3 to 4% on top of your dwelling every year. So if you don't review it with your agent every couple of years, you can see how that can escalate and you can be overinsured. So you always want to make sure you review your policies with your local agent. I'd say probably annually, just to make sure you are properly covered.
Okay, great. So Andrew, if they want to get hold of you, what's the best way to get hold of you?
I always have my personal cell on me, so you can call me, email me, text me. I do have a great support team in Easton. So if for some reason I'm not available, for example, right now I do have a team that is supporting me.
And I can speak to that when my windows smashed last winter, and Sarah helped me out. So
great, yeah. So if there's always someone who can get in touch with us. With Liberty Mutual, we do have 24/7 claims reporting, and we do have live agents 24/7 in the United States to answer your calls. That's about it.
Great. So I'm going to put his as soon as we're done here. There'll be a screen stay. I'll put all of Andrew's contact information up for you. Thank you for watching, and Andrew's going to be back for a couple of more videos in the next few weeks. So we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Deb.